Welcome to another video. Napoleon Bonaparte was a French military and political leader who rose to prominence during the French Revolution and its associated wars. He is widely considered one of the greatest military commanders in history and is best known for his successful campaigns in Europe and the Middle East, as well as his consolidation of power in France and the establishment of the First French Empire. Napoleon was born on August 15, 1769, on the island of Corsica, which was then a French territory. His parents, Carlo and Letizia Bonaparte, were members of the Corsican nobility, but their family was not wealthy. Napoleon was the second of 8 children, and he grew up in a modest household. His parents were determined to provide him with a good education, and he was sent to a military school in France at the age of 9. Napoleon excelled in school and was soon recognized as a brilliant student. He graduated from military school at the age of 16 and was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the French army. He was quickly promoted to first lieutenant and then captain, and he saw his first military action in 1792, during the French Revolutionary Wars. The French Revolution had erupted in 1789, and it had thrown France into a period of chaos and upheaval. The revolutionaries had overthrown the old monarchy and established a republic, and they were determined to spread their revolutionary ideals throughout Europe. Napoleon was a strong supporter of the revolution and quickly rose to prominence as a military leader. In 1796, Napoleon was appointed commander of the French army in Italy. He quickly won a series of stunning victories against the Austrian and Sardinian armies, and he was hailed as a hero in France. He returned to Paris in triumph and was appointed commander-in-chief of the French army in 1799. Napoleon quickly consolidated his power in France and established himself as the most powerful man in the country. In 1802, he was appointed first consul of the French Republic, and in 1804, he declared himself Emperor of the French. Napoleon's reign was marked by a series of military campaigns and conquests. He conquered much of Europe, including Spain, Italy, and parts of Germany and Russia. He also launched a campaign in Egypt and Syria, which was ultimately unsuccessful. Despite his many military victories, Napoleon faced numerous challenges during his reign. He was constantly at war with other European powers, and his empire was plagued by economic problems and political unrest. In 1812, he launched an ill-fated invasion of Russia, which ultimately led to his downfall. Napoleon's army was devastated by the harsh Russian winter, and he was forced to retreat from Moscow. He lost much of his army in the process, and his enemies took advantage of his weakness to launch a coordinated attack against him. In 1814, he was forced to abdicate as Emperor of the French and was exiled to the island of Elba. Napoleon's exile was short-lived, however. He escaped from Elba in 1815 and returned to France, where he was greeted as a hero by his supporters. He attempted to reclaim his throne, but he was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo and was exiled again, this time to the island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic. Napoleon spent the last years of his life in exile on St. Helena. He suffered from poor health and lived in relative isolation, but he continued to write and reflect on his life and career. He died on the island on May 5, 1821, at the age of 51. Napoleon's legacy is complex and controversial. He is remembered as a brilliant military commander who transformed France into a major power and spread the ideals